Welcome to the Isaiah Show. If you have any questions about your business, career, or finances, then this is the show for you. Welcome. Tonight, I am so excited because tonight we're going to be talking about the Great Resignation. Why are so many people quitting their jobs? I want to know your thoughts, so feel free to leave me a comment and give me your reason on why so many people are quitting their jobs. And does this also apply to you? Now, for those of you watching for the very first time, my name is Uzziah. I'm a professional business consultant, and my job is to help you get out of debt so you can start your own business. And a lot of people are considering entrepreneurship now that so many millions of Americans are leaving their 9 to 5. So make sure that you tap in, smash the like button on the way in, because I'm going to share with you 6 ways that you can benefit from the Great Resignation. I'm going to show you exactly how you can leverage the shift that's happening in the marketplace. All right, so let me give a quick shout out to my man, Rick Judah. So happy to see you on here, my brother. He says, peace be unto you. Peace be unto you, King. You say great topic. Was just talking about this at work yesterday. Hey man, I would love to have you cam up on one of these days, my brother. I would love for us to be able to dialogue with this in more detail. I want us to talk about why the Great Resignation is happening. Let's just go ahead and get right into it, y'all. All right. We're just going to get the house rules out of the way. For those of y'all that are just now joining, please make sure that you smash that thumbs up button. We're going to talk about the Great Resignation and why it's happening. Let's make sure that we keep these likes at 50% or higher. All right, y'all. So please do that. All you got to do is hit that thumbs up button. It only takes 2 seconds, but it's greatly appreciated. Also, if you guys love what this channel is about, you love what we're doing, please donate. Your donations are what keep the show on air. All you got to do is give a super chat. You can tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat box. Also, guys, if you want to use Cash App or PayPal, the information is on the screen and the links are in the description below. Now, I got to shout out my brother, man. I got to shout out my brother. It's been a minute, King. It's good to see you on. It's so good to see you on, my brother. Shevins, peace, peace unto you, man. Peace, peace unto you, my brother. So happy to see you on, man. I pray that all is well with you and yours. So good to see you, as always, Ariel, for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. So let's get into it, guys. Y'all know we don't waste no time. What is the Great Resignation? And why are there so many people across the country that are leaving their 9-to-5 jobs? Okay, I'm going to show you all this right now. Shout out to my sister Avia in the house, man. Today is my lucky day. It says, here comes the Great Resignation. Why millions of employees could quit. Not lose, they're quitting, they're leaving. They're saying, to hell with this. Why millions of employees could quit their jobs post-pandemic. Has the pandemic made you rethink your career or deeply question the role of work in your life? If so, you're not alone. In the United States, you know what? You know what has led to what's been dubbed the Great Resignation. Millions of people, from frontline workers to senior executives, voluntarily calling time on their jobs. According to recent research by Microsoft, more than 40% of the global workforce are considering leaving their employers this year. That's millions of people, guys. Almost half of the United States workforce is considering exiting their 9-to-5s. That's major. This is going to cause a massive shift in the workplace. This is going to change the way that so many companies do business. It says the mass exodus has company leaders bracing for a seismic shift in the workforce, and the trend is likely to be heading to Australia. So this lets you know that the Great Resignation is going global. It's not just something that's going to hit the United States. This is something that's happening all around the world. It says the movement of talent is so significant and so sharp that it's different to probably anything we've ever seen in living memory. Okay. So I want us to talk about why this is happening. I also want to share with y'all special gems that, if it were not for this Great Resignation, I probably would have never thought to mention this because the occasion just would have never came up. All right. Y'all know I give y'all as much free game as possible so that you can become the best version of yourself and level up. And one thing that I want y'all to know is the curse of tragedies. The curse of tragedies is things that happen in people's personal lives that has a way of stopping them from the rise that they were about to receive. Let me give you guys an example. There were so many millions of Americans prior to this pandemic who were extremely hungry, ambitious, driven, goal-oriented, ready to level up on life. As soon as the pandemic happened, it put everyone in a state of fear. Oh my God, look at what's happening. Businesses are being shut down. doors are closing. And as a result, it has forced people to reevaluate what matters. This is the reason why the Great Resignation is happening. But the curse of the tragedies is that every time we experience moments of loss in our adult lives, it has a way of making us slow down. Think about why so many people stop striving for greatness once they get around 40 to 50 years old. Have y'all ever asked yourselves why that is? It's not because they're out of energy and they've reached the ceiling and can't get better. One of the reasons is because those are the primary ages where most adults are confronted with hardships. They may have family members or friends who have passed away. They may have experienced things during this midlife crisis that makes them reevaluate life in general. And always, whenever tragedies happen, most people internalize the tragedy to say, you know what? I got to start doing less. Don't you see what's happening to all of these people that are working so hard and how they're getting in the hospital? We got to now start just living life. We got to start enjoying things. Don't get caught up in the curse of the tragedies. It may not just be this pandemic. I want you to start paying close attention to what I just said on how there's so many people. You probably got family members and friends right now discouraging you from being so driven. Oh my God, you work so hard. When do you have any time to relax? Oh man, you're so busy working. You don't have time to hang around with the boys anymore. You don't have time to be around the family members and friends. I want you to understand, if you are a truly driven person, then chances are there is an entire community waiting to slow you down. And when the curse of the tragedy happens, they're going to double down on that belief. And some of you guys might have been well on your way to your first six figures, to getting out of debt. But because you've been so swayed by things that will inevitably happen, you convince yourself into believing that if all you do is stop working, then all of your problems will go away. There's great opportunity right now during this great resignation, guys, and I'm going to show you how you can capitalize on it. It's possible that during this specific window of time, you can actually leverage not having to work in as stressful of an environment as before, while also making a lot of money. So let me give a quick shout out to some of these comments. I really appreciate you guys for chiming in tonight. All right, the comments are lit. It says, hello, my brother. I can't wait to get your book. Thank you so much for the support. Really, really appreciate it. As always, man, it's nothing but love for you guys. Please make sure that y'all continue to donate, continue to support this movement, y'all. I want to continue to put more and more on this show. Y'all see, I'm going all in on the show, y'all. I done changed the YouTube title of the channel. I've updated my Cash App and PayPal. We're making all things Uzziah Show. So please continue to support. Make sure that y'all start to donate by giving the super chats. Thank you so much. And I'm looking forward to that book being on the way. The book that Ira is talking about is the How to Succeed Survival Guide, how you can create an amazing life without living paycheck to paycheck. I actually documented in this book how to be able to make the right moves during the pandemic. I actually talked about things pandemic related in this book, so make sure that you check it out. Shout out to Good Fruit, SoCal in the building. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. A lot of y'all know I'm an LA native, so I'm definitely excited to see another Californian in the house. Let's see what Rick Judah is talking about. Rick Judah says the logical thing would be to increase the pay. In my opinion, I could be wrong, though. Chevis agrees. There's going to be some opportunities opened up during this time, y'all. And I just want y'all to see what is happening. Chevis also asks, people are leaving their jobs because of chronological lived experience in unlivable wages. No, I'm glad that you asked that because I'm about to take y'all to another article that outlines the primary reasons why so many people are quitting their jobs. I got a question for those of you that are online. I want y'all to chime in. Are any of you guys thinking about quitting your jobs or maybe just looking for another position? Are you guys not happy with where you're working right now? Leave me a comment below. If you're happy with where you're working right now, put a 9 in the chat. If you're unhappy with where you're working right now, put a 5 in the chat. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Okay. So I'm going to share with y'all this article. It says, this is from Forbes, fair use. The Great Resignation is a workers' revolution. Here's what real leaders must do right now. Okay, so as we scroll down, y'all see people is out here protesting. They tired of this thing, y'all. They tired of the 9 to 5. It says we're entering a new post-pandemic paradigm. The old school management style of dictating terms to workers is ending. Okay. I want y'all to notice there's a shift that's happening in the marketplace. It says we're entering a new post pandemic paradigm. The old school management style of dictating terms to workers is ending. An ongoing war for talent pushed businesses such as Target and Walmart to offer free tuition for their workers. This is one of the biggest opportunities that you're going to have post pandemic. Y'all have seen how companies like Target, Walmart, and Amazon are incentivizing people to work for them and they're adding on extra perks. So you need to be on the lookout for the companies that are doing this. One of the best ways that you could make more money is by leveraging these different companies who are offering things like free tuition. Listen, guys, not everybody is an entrepreneur. Not everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody needs to be an entrepreneur. You got to do what's best for you. So if you already had plans of going to college, well, it would make a lot more sense now to work for one of these companies that's offering free tuition. Do you know how much money you would save during this time? Do you know what your return on your investment would be? It says many companies are providing sizable sign on bonuses and higher wages to attract and retain people. Now, apparently, Rick, it seems that some of these companies got the memo. If they're going to retain more people, they're going to have to increase their wages. And I want y'all to see how the higher wages is largely driven by a lot of the people that are still doing these brick and mortar companies. I'm going to show y'all that one of the biggest opportunities right now is for you to have work from home positions. It says the Great Resignation is a sort of workers' resolution, an uprising against bad bosses and tone deaf companies that refuse to pay well and take advantage of their staff. I'm going to pause on that. This is one of the reasons why I left corporate America. I left corporate America in my early 20s because I felt marginalized working in that position. I got tired of putting a certain face on whenever things would happen in society, and then I had to act like nothing was going on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was tired of having to break my back only to get pennies on the dollar. No recognition of the extra hours I was putting in. I was telling you guys about how when I was working on a salary, I wasn't getting paid for the 20, 30 extra hours that I was working every single week beyond a 40-hour work shift, because when you're at a fixed salary, you don't get to raise your wages. You don't get to raise how much money you make. At best, you only walk away with a 2.5% pay increase per year. So, what the article is showing is how during the Great Resignation, a lot of companies are now having to confront the needs of employees that they've been expressing all this time. flexibility in their hours, having the ability to work remote. Man, I've been watching companies lose people left and right because they've been demanding that their staff goes back into the office, even though there's more than enough opportunity for them to maintain the business online. Let's check out some of these comments, y'all. Ira says, 9, but I want to be on my own time. Okay, we got some fives. We got some fives. Thank y'all for participating. Remember, I asked before, are you happy with where you are right now? And are you considering another opportunity? There's some of you that are happy with where you are, and there are some of you that are looking to make an exit. Okay. So I just want y'all to understand this is the number one time for you to capitalize on where the market is going, because bonuses are given, higher pay raises, as well as free tuition and other perks, just for those of you who know how to find the right companies to work for. All right. If you're just now joining, make sure that y'all smash this like button. Today, we're talking about the Great Resignation and how you can leverage it. I'm showing you guys on this broadcast how you can not only take advantage of the Great Resignation as an employee, I'm also going to show you how you can make the most of this as an entrepreneur. There's going to be a big opportunity, guys, for you guys to really make an impact and a difference. Okay. So let me take this back to the article real quick, because I just want to show y'all a couple of the stats. Okay. We're only going to look at the article for another minute longer, but I just want y'all to see what is happening. It says the Great Resignation is a sort of workers' revolution and uprising against bad bosses and tone-deaf companies that refuse to pay well and take advantage of their staff. See, that's what you were talking about, Chevis. It says millions of workers voted with their feet and walked out of their jobs, many without having another position already lined up. So people is getting bold. They don't care if they're in limbo now. It says they no longer want to feel like victims. The quitters are making a powerful, positive, and self-affirming statement saying that they won't take the abusive behavior any longer. This speaks to the power of the people when they leverage it. And that's the reason why the real win for a lot of you guys is online. Because if you are able to come together collectively, the people can always keep other people employed. The people can always keep other people compensated. We don't have to look to the middleman anymore, guys. Now that we have access to online resources, we can speak our truth and we can come up with products and services to give value to other people. You no longer have to have a gatekeeper through a 9 to 5. Now, the playing field is open where the power is in our hands. But it's only when the people recognize the power that they have where they can do something about it. Okay, so now I'm just going to scroll down and I'm just going to show you guys some of the stats aligned with the Great Resignation. It says, here are some of the highlights of their findings. 40% of employees cited burnout as a top reason for leaving. There are so many companies that are slave driving their talent. And the reason is because it's hard out here, y'all. They're trying to make their bottom line, but they operate in a way that is very insensitive to most employees. You know, there's a lot of employees during this Great Resignation that talk about how their managers and their bosses don't actually view them as human beings, but rather as resources. They don't recognize that when this pandemic hit, it created certain challenges for their family and friends. So, one of the major wins for a lot of you entrepreneurs out there is simply leading with your heart. Instead of just treating people as a number and a check ID, now you need to start looking at your talent for what they are: talented people, people who matter, people who deliver value to the organization. And as you run your business and you can acknowledge people for who they are, you create visions that people can buy into along the way. 40% of employees cited burnout as a top reason for leaving. And one of the reasons why burnout is big, especially in America, is because our workforce is built around 2 weeks vacation that most people never take. The average American is working at a 9 to 5 job that promises 2 weeks of vacation per year, and so many people don't take it. So by you constantly working and going, especially when you're working in an area that's not tied to your passion, it becomes very easy to get burned out over time. And rather than just chasing a check, more and more people realize that they want to live the rest of their life chasing their purpose, since the pandemic has shown them that life is short. Tomorrow is not promised. A lot of us got a real wake up call that, man, society, it may never go back to being what it once was. So, are we going to make the most of this time during the Great Resignation, guys? Or is this going to be another big moment where life just passes us by, all because we are blind to what's really going down? I did a show on Sunday where I was showing you guys that hyperinflation is coming. I'm always trying to share with you guys the secrets of how you can capitalize during these down seasons rather than being the victim of it. The masses of the people will always suffer during these times, but because you know where the market is going, you're going to have wise, secret ways on how to leverage it so that you can become the best version of yourself. It says 40% of employees cited burnout as a top reason for leaving. Employees were so dissatisfied with their situation that more than 1/4 of all respondents left their jobs without another job lined up. This is the reason why I always stress the importance of having an emergency fund. Guys, a lot of people did this because the government was producing stimulus checks. The government started incentivizing people not to have to work. But once the checks run out, what if you still want the flexibility? This is why you need to have a cushion in the bank. You need to have 3 to 6 months worth of emergency savings in the account. So that way, if you quit your job and are without work, you have a way to sustain yourself. It says employees were primarily attracted to their current job based on the ability to work remotely, 40%, and other forms of flexibility. One thing that I want to do on today's broadcast, guys, is I want to help you with making the most of your unique opportunity during this time. I want you guys to ask me questions. Uzziah, how can I level up during this great resignation? How could I get a better job in 90 days? How can I use this as an opportunity to where I can work for a company where I get free tuition? Or how can I, as an entrepreneur, leverage all the new talent that's spread throughout the marketplace? If millions of people are quitting their jobs, they got to do something to make ends meet. Okay. So I just wanted to show y'all how all these people are leaving these companies because they're not feeling cared for, they're feeling burnt out, they're not getting the right pay, life isn't as flexible as they would want it to be. There are so many reasons why millions of people are quitting their jobs. Okay. But how do we make the most of it? All right. Let me look at these comments. Rick says, I'm definitely planning to escape like like Kunta Kinte. Absolutely. I wish the best for you on that, my brother. Okay. Videos to View says, brilliant stuff. Big opportunities indeed. Don't sleep on it, folks. Big ups to Uzziah, dropping big gems with relevant topics. Greatly appreciate you as always, family. So for those of y'all that are just now joining, we're talking about the Great Resignation, why so many people are leaving their jobs. I'm going to show you guys 6 ways to leverage what's going on in the marketplace. So that way, as the market shifts, you can make the shift along with it. There's going to be a lot of people that after this particular time in history, they are not going to rebound from the experience. Look at how many people were still suffering financially after the 2008 recession. Look at how certain communities never rebounded successfully after the last big recession hit this country. Listen, guys, this is so important for y'all to know. Every time something happens, somebody is benefiting. If there's a stock market crash, somebody benefited off of the crash. If there's a housing crash, somebody came up. Never allow society to make you think that whenever something happens, everybody takes the L. During the pandemic, certain people came up. During the last recession, certain people came up. I'm trying to show you how instead of being a victim, you can be a victor by understanding the trends in the marketplace and using it to your advantage. So let's start talking about these 6 things. And please, y'all, donate. Where the super chats at tonight? Let's get these donations going so that way we could keep this show on air, okay? If y'all did a Cash App donation, just leave me a comment and let me know so I can give you a big shout out. Cash App is $ the Uzziah Show. Let's continue to show support. Let's continue to show love, y'all, because this is so important. Look at what LA for Life just said. I have not found anyone else on YouTube sharing this information or secrets about how to prepare for the transition during these times. Facts. All of the last few episodes have been on cryptocurrency shift, how hyperinflation is on the rise. Y'all don't realize that before this show started, I was spending half the day shifting my money around to 20 new investments that are going to dominate in the marketplace. I told y'all before, I'm a Tesla investor. Long before Tesla was at 1,000, I was an investor, guys. I'm trying to show y'all how to shift with the marketplace, okay? I'm going to give y'all another one. I'm going to give y'all another one. I'm going to give y'all another one. And I'm not saying this is an investment advice because I'm not a licensed investment advisor. This is just purely entertainment. You're at the Uzziah Show. Whatever you do is not my fault. I just started putting investment money into Hertz. Hertz just bought over 100,000 Teslas because I predict that they're going to be on the cusp of the self-driving machine. The self-driving machine is whenever there will be rental cars and taxi services that will drive cars around on their own. They no longer need people doing this stuff. Hertz just bought 100,000 Teslas. Right now, Hertz, yes, Hertz. Hertz recently IPO'd again last week. And I believe Hertz right now is at $20 a share. Not $20 even, but it's in the $20 range. I just bought shares of Hertz earlier today at about $27 a pop. So don't say I never talked about where the market was going. Don't say I never tried to put y'all on. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing as an investor and as someone who has studied the marketplace. Okay. Good Fruit asks, do you think felons will now have a higher chance of being hired because of this Great Resignation? Possibly. But what I think that felons and most people alike should do is they should find opportunities to work remote and build additional income streams where they can make money online. Let me go through these 6 things, y'all, and I'm going to show you how to capitalize on the Great Resignation. Let's get into it. 6 ways to benefit from the Great Resignation. 1, we already talked about it, the curse of tragedies. When everybody else is hiding, now is the time for you to double down. When so many people are quitting their jobs, now is the time for you to look for opportunities being opened up. Listen, guys, a lot of people, they're leaving the 9 to 5, they're not coming back. That's why you have companies like Target, Walmart, Amazon, and others that are adding so many incentives into their packages. Some of these companies got me ready to go back to the 9 to 5. I'm telling you, just for like, I know guys right now who aren't even going to be working on a 9 to 5 schedule, but are still being hired by corporations just because corporations right now demand quality resources, that they will give out jobs to people who don't even want to work 8 hours a day. As long as they could just tap in for a few meetings, I know people who are being compensated as though they're working at a regular job. There's going to be a lot of opportunities that are opened up. So don't be the person that's just like, oh man, F the job, F the job, F the job. Entrepreneur, entrepreneur, entrepreneur. One big thing that I want a lot of y'all to take away and learn from my experiences is you need to have a long and short-term plan. So let me give y'all an example of what I'm doing here with the Uzziah Show. I'm being completely transparent because I love y'all and I want to see y'all win. When I do this Uzziah Show on YouTube, this is a long game. I don't expect the Uzziah Show to be in every household right now, but give it time. And Lord willing, your boy can get there. You've got to have a long game. So I'll position myself in the marketplace to say, what's going to be my long play? Okay, it may be YouTube. It may be, other ventures, right? I'm not going to let all of my cats out the bag. That's for the Patreon. Patreon is on the way soon. But when I structure my life, I'm going to have a certain category of long-term ventures and short-term ventures. The short-term ventures that represent big wins for a lot of you guys right now are the job opportunities that will be opened up during the Great Resignation. Thank you so much to the first super chat, my brother, Yasha Allah. He said that he was late, but he made it. Thank you so much for the support, my brother. I've been hurting without you, man. You know how we do, man. People don't be liking to donate, man. Thank you for all of the support. I really appreciate it, my brother. And for anyone else who's getting a ton of value from tonight's broadcast, if at all possible, please donate, y'all. I know LA for Life, you in the house, so of course I ain't talking about you. She's a top sponsor of this channel. Anybody else who's loving what's going on, please make sure that you super chat or you donate via Cash App. The links are in the description below. But listen, guys, long and short-term strategies. The short-term wins that can come from the Great Resignation can position you for the long game. Some of y'all right now could literally just take on a new job during the Great Resignation where you get a certain signing bonus and you use the signing bonus money as the money that you're going to put into crypto. You can do certain things right now that you may not be able to do within the next 5 years. I'm just putting it out there. So during the Curse of the Tragedies, always look for the masses of people to slow down, and you need to look for opportunities to speed up. When everybody else was screaming, stock market crash, stock market crash, stock market crash, I doubled down my investment in Tesla. And now it is working for me. There's so many investments that I see taking off, guys, within the next 5 to 10 years. But again, there's certain things that are long plays and short plays. Another example of a long play, short play. Stocks. Stocks, some of these stocks that I'm telling you all about right now, long play. Hertz, long play. Some of these cryptocurrencies that I was telling you all about on last Friday's show, short and long play. You could take some of the money that you get from cryptos that blow up right now, and that could just be flip money in the short term to help you do what you need to do from the day to day. Okay, but you got to be mindful of the curse of the tragedies. Number two, you must understand that there are so many ways to make money. Listen, guys, one of the big reasons why so many people are quitting their jobs is because they finally realized that they don't need to work at a 9 to 5 in order to make money. You can do Uber, you can do Lyft, you can do, a ton of different online jobs. You could get on websites like Fiverr, another company that I'm an investor in. You can have all of these different side hustles going where your side hustles accumulate to the cost of your salary. So that's another piece right there, because a lot of times we've been taught to think one dimensional. We've been taught to think, okay, you get a job, you get a certain wage at a certain salary, and that's the amount of money that you make. The big win in 2021 in the years to come is decentralizing out of one job and starting to accumulate money in other positions. So I'm gonna give an example. Some of you guys right now can make a little bit of money on Turo, renting your cars out. Some of you guys could be content creators. You could make a little bit of money off of YouTube. Some of you guys could write a blog, and you could make certain bits of money whenever people click the ads. What I'm saying is there are so many different opportunities out there. It makes no sense just to stick to one. Why do y'all think the average millionaire has 7 different streams of income? The reason why they have 7 different streams is because when you're trying to make money, very rarely do wealthy people get all of their money from one place. Okay. Again, even think about this in business, guys, when I try to give you all this information on how to level up. Rarely ever do you see a business owner only selling one product. You see them selling multiple products because it's the accumulation of the money that they will make spread across different products and services, which gets them the bag. Okay. So these are all the things that y'all need to know about during the Great Resignation. You need to understand that there's a lot of opportunities that are out here that you need to be leveraging because you don't want to miss the boat. There's millions upon millions of Americans, tens of millions of Americans right now that are looking into some of these opportunities. I know guys right now that are 6-figure earners doing things like DoorDash. You got people that are looking at different real estate opportunities. There's just so much that's out there. Okay. Third key way to benefit from the Great Resignation: opportunities to work from home. Look, guys, there's a lot of companies that have been losing employees by the minute, all because they've been trying to force their employees back in the office. These employees ain't having it. They said, well, why would I need to work for you when there's a bunch of other companies that are opening up right now, all allowing me to set my own hours working from home? I got an assistant that works for me. She's able to set her own hours working from home. And in that position, it's not a position where you're just doing things that you can't stand. You're doing things that you want to do. So what I'm trying to show you guys is the reason why this work from home phenomenon is going to take off is because the pandemic is shifting the economy fully into online business. No longer is the average American going to rely on the brick and mortar establishment to make their way. They're going to buy online and they are going to work online. That's going to open up so many opportunities for you. Okay, look at what LA for Life said. It's all good. Every donation counts, no matter how big or small. Show some love for the information we are receiving. It's not always going to be free. Those are facts. LA for Life said some of these content creators charge to be in the chat. They have member only accounts. You have to pay. So I show my appreciation now. Thank you for the roses and now, my sister. For those of y'all that are just joining, we're talking about the Great Resignation. Y'all, is my YouTube, maybe something wrong with my YouTube? Let me double check this. Let's get these likes up. Okay, good. All right, good. My YouTube was tripping, y'all. It was saying there was only one like. Let's continue to get these likes up. Let's continue to donate. Let's continue to support the movement. Okay. Opportunities to work from home are going to be tremendous. There's also going to be opportunities for better jobs due to labor shortages. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a free gift. I'm going to give y'all a free gift. Check. I'm going to show y'all how to be able to get a better job within 90 days. All you need to do is check out this PDF that I put together that gives you the step-by-step instructions. All right. Oh, okay, I'm going to show y'all how to do this. Just bear with me. Bear with me. I'm going to show y'all how you can take wherever you are right now and you can get a better job within the 90 days. All you got to do is go to this link and tap this PDF. Okay. Let me click on this just so that way y'all can see it. You need to make sure, guys, okay, that you check this out. This is totally for free. Okay. I'm going to share it on the screen right now just so you can see what it looks like. When you get on this page, it's going to show you how to get a better job within the next 90 days. It says, are you tired of being stuck in a dead-end job? It's time to take your career to the next level, get better job offers, making higher pay within the next 90 days. As soon as you put in your name and email here, I'm going to send you a step-by-step guide for free on exactly what you need to be doing to revise your resume, turn in the applications to the top companies that offer the best perks, how to master your interview, and how to effectively negotiate to have a pay raise making more than you make right now. If that interests you, just go to the website, click that link, and it's yours. All right. So now back to where we were. Opportunities for better jobs due to labor shortages. There's going to be a lot of labor shortages right now. And this leads to the fifth point that you guys got to really be on. There's going to be a massive influx of automation increase within companies. This is the reason why Elon Musk is now the richest man in the world. The reason why Elon Musk is the richest man in the world is because he already planned in advance to create working factories that are run by machines. Tesla already does this right now. There are so many people that work in companies and factories where it's nothing but human beings. But what do you guys think is going to be the ripple effect of so many Americans quitting their job? I'm going to ask y'all that again. What do y'all think is going to be the ripple effect of so many people quitting their jobs? The ripple effect is going to be entrepreneurs are going to stop relying on people completely. There are a lot of companies right now that's, you know what, out of luck, all because this great resignation now has them at a loss where they have more work than people to handle it. This is the reason why Uber is investing billions of dollars towards automated processes. This is the reason why companies behind the scenes are putting in automation. Why do y'all think Tesla just bought 100,000 Teslas, man? Why do y'all think that they did that? Do you think that Hertz literally just bought 100,000 Teslas because Tesla is their favorite car and they like how it looks? No. The reason why Hertz bought 100,000 Teslas is because they understand the market is going towards automation completely. Why do y'all think they did these movies like iRobot? Why do you think that they had all, they have all these sci-fi flicks about machines running the earth, you know what I mean? Terminator and all these things, is because this is where the market is going. I was telling my clients 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago that within 5 years' time, 50% of all jobs will be cut in America due to automation. And you're starting to see that happen today. This is why you have to shift yourself in the marketplace. If you are working at a job that can be automated by a machine, you need to start creating new streams of income and start to develop new skills that will allow your value to still be expressed, that a machine cannot duplicate. Okay, you need to put yourself in areas where you can be irreplaceable, and you need to control the asset. Do not only rely on a job where they could take your money at any time. You need to start creating passive streams of income online where you can start to leverage the marketplace. Okay, now the sixth thing, and this is going to be big for a lot of y'all. This is going to be big. Before I even get into this sixth thing, I'm gonna start answering these questions. Ira Bingham asked, do you have plans to do an in-person conference? As soon as I can start getting more attendance online. Let's get the online presence going. And then from there, we'll do the in-person conference. This is the reason why I always tell y'all to smash the like button. This is the reason why I always tell y'all to donate and share this message, because, see, there's a certain way that we're going to build businesses online, and then we're going to funnel that into in-person opportunities. So the same way, for those of y'all that tuned in yesterday, how many of y'all were on the show yesterday when you saw me have the special guest, Master Trainer Solomon Pratt? Right there in that meeting, right there in that show and in that call, he was able to get sales and new clientele for his business. We're going to do the exact same thing in person. But I got to know that my audience is serious. I got to know that my supporters are here. I got to know that the people are ready to be able to take that step. So, Ira, as soon as we get this online game popping, then the very next step beyond that point is for us to have in-person conferences for us to level up. So please make sure that y'all continue to share this video. So LA for Life asks, Uzziah, can you have a show on what cryptocurrency is and why we should invest? Great question. Absolutely. I might actually end up doing that this week. Let me know, guys, if there's certain things that y'all want to see me talk about. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what things you may want me to put a show together about, so that way I could give you as much value as possible. Also, guys, for those of you that are just getting on, if you have questions about how to level up during this time of great resignation, feel free to ask your questions in the comments below. I also am looking for those of y'all who want to cam up to feel free to join. I just put the link out here. I'm about to open the lines right now for y'all to chime in with me. I want to see y'all on camera tonight. Yasha Allah, I'm glad that you're here. I know that you're good for it. Let's start getting online. Okay. LA for Life says, we are now seeing self-checkout lines in stores too. That should also indicate they are not going to need people to check customers out at the stores. And this is the reason why investing is so important, guys, because rather than working at the grocery store that's being automated, the key is to invest in the companies that are doing the automation. I'm not going out and buying a million cars. I'm investing in the companies that are producing a million cars. I don't own a Tesla, but I am a Tesla shareholder. I am a Carvana shareholder. Whenever you guys see like where the market is going, you need to start putting yourself in the market to leverage it rather than being a victim of it. So don't think, oh man, because everything is being automated, I'm about to take a L. No, the only way that you take a L is if you're silly enough to watch it happen and you did nothing to prepare for it. You can still get paid more money from the machine that's going to replace your job than you working at the job itself. And that's the reason why I always tell y'all to invest in systems. So the sixth thing that y'all need to know about on how to benefit from the Great Resignation, entrepreneurs, listen to this. The biggest win this year and beyond until the market restabilizes is virtual assistants. There are so many people quitting their jobs looking for part-time opportunities online. I've been working with virtual assistants for years, and these are some of the most competent people I've ever met. So let me give you an example of what the virtual assistant landscape would look like. Let's say that you were working at a job where maybe you got paid, I don't know, $20 an hour. There's so many people that are starting to wisen up and say, okay, well, you know what? If I was making $20 an hour here, I'm going to set up an account on, a certain website where if I can select which jobs I want to complete on the site, and then I'll make $20 per job. So even though you might have gotten paid $20 per hour, you know how to do the job in 30 minutes. So now you've just successfully doubled how much you can make in an hour. A lot of people that were doing these 9-to-5s, they're going to start getting in the digital game. They're going to start working at home so that way they could be with their families. And there's going to be so many opportunities from different business owners who are going to be looking for people out there that need jobs done. I do this all the time. I have shelled out thousands of dollars to people online who might be living in Europe, who may be living in the US. There are people who are traveling. That's another key. If you're trying to get your travel on, leverage the Great Resignation. Some of you guys are working at jobs that does not provide mobility. The win is for you to find a job during this time that allows you to work from anywhere. If a company won't allow you to do that, there are so many different virtual assistant companies that will literally let you work whenever you want to work. I think Shaq was even sponsoring one of these companies. I forget the name of it, man. But, there's these different apps that are popping up where you can work whenever you want to work. You don't have to work at a fixed time. That's the game, y'all. So entrepreneurs, be on the lookout for virtual assistants. You cannot do everything yourself. There are a lot of competent people that are leaving the 9-to-5 workplace and they're entering the online space, and you need to start building relationships with them now before they start working for somebody else. If y'all don't want to get out here and start building these relationships with people, don't let me have all the fun. Because I'm telling you right now, I need people to do my accounting. I need people to start doing some video editing beyond just what I can get from any one person. I'm looking to build an entire team. So the win is going to be how effectively you can navigate in this online marketplace. My brother Yasha Allah, it's good to see you on, man. What did you think about tonight's broadcast?
Shalom, big brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Good to see you.
Great class. Because a lot of things you said is true. Because even in trucking, a lot of places I go, a few places, it's automation to
go.
load you. You got to sit and wait. Like, really? The machines are freaking slow. But, you know what I'm saying? So they got 10 machines per one person.
Right.
And they're not going to change. They said, no, we're not going to change. We're saving money. You know what I mean? But you're right. You're definitely right about that. And I see more now that, like I said, I did a lot of things you told me to do. Your book and your classes, everything else. And like networking. I'm in another group the other day I knew nothing about. I'm like, is here?
Yeah.
For trucking. Brothers. I'm like, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's doing the dude, showing the sister. Like, I was shocked. But like you said, meeting people, opening up, don't be so grungy, you know what I mean? Don't be ill-mannered. And they invite me to the group. I'm like you said, private group only. So when you start doing Patreon, a lot of it can be left out.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. I'm like, huh? You're right. Bring my time up. You know, some things I do myself is 10 minutes. But a lot of stuff, like you said, nah, this pays me to do that. I can see more. It's going to automation, and that's where it is.
Absolutely. And okay, you know the reason why automation is going to win, guys, because there's going to be so many people who have jobs, right? And the jobs that they have, their job is going to give somebody else another job. So, okay, y'all don't hear me well, y'all. What I'm saying is there are some of you guys out there who are graphic designers. Because there's going to be such a strong demand for companies to find you guys online as freelancers, your only job is going to be to find other graphic designers so that you become the plug to the company that needs the graphic designers. So you don't even have to worry about doing the graphic design yourself. When people get out here in this online space, the playing field is going to be so strong, you won't be the person that has to do everything. Again, I got an assistant right now, Yasha Allah, and I'm having conversation with her today to say, hey, listen, I'm trying to, put you in a different role, that instead of you being the person that's doing everything, you're just the middleman to have other people actually putting in the work. Okay. But see, one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that you're going to get paid for management and organization. You're going to get paid because companies, they don't have the time, the money, or the knowledge on how to find people like you do. So just by you knowing how to find the right people online and get their talents, you're going to be paid just from the comfort of your own home, just by knowing how to put the people together. I tell y'all, man, there's companies that don't know how to use Facebook. There's companies that don't know how to use social media, but you know how to use these things effectively so you can get paid to be the connect. There's going to be so many opportunities. And I only pray that we have the wisdom on how to leverage it. Once some of this stuff starts getting normalized, y'all, you're going to see how companies and governments try to regulate some of this stuff. Right now is open season. Right now is open season for you to make the most of your opportunities in these spaces, because when companies and the government don't regulate it, that means you have the greatest opportunities to make money. Yasha Allah, you got anything else for us?
Like you said, like the resignation, a lot of jobs, I'm traveling on the road, you know what I mean? A lot of restaurants, it's not even open till 10:30.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh. And they all kind of size higher, but they're not, the pay is like, nah, I can make the same amount of money at home, in my house, in my pajamas. I'm not going to do it. I'll just stay home and make my money. You know what I'm saying? Because where I live at, tourism, Savannah's tourism. I know truck drivers, they drive 3 days, they do 2 days later, they say, I make the same amount of money.
There you go.
Tourism town. You know what I'm saying? But you're right. It's going to be regulated, because I remember, I don't know how everybody else remember, barbers didn't need no license. I remember that. My grandfather had a barbershop right behind the house. Now you need a license or you gonna get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Now,
you said, you get on in before it happens because it's gonna be too late.
and brother Yasha Allah, see, this is what will happen. People will always come late to the party. The people who win are the ones who already positioned themselves there before things took off. Let me give you all a prime example. Do y'all know one of the ways that Kevin Samuels really blew up? Kevin Samuels really blew up in part because everybody was at home last year for the pandemic. So everybody was looking for content to watch. LA for Life, I see you on. Make sure that you hop back in this waiting room, my sister. I'm wanting to see you on. You see, Kevin Samuels, as well as other content creators, they had already been putting out content for years. But because they were in the right place when the market started to shift, that just amplified the success that they were already getting. Be very clear on what I'm telling y'all right now, okay? When y'all look at brothers like Kevin Samuels and others, he was already putting in the work. He was already attracting a following. He was already building up his name. He was putting in the skill. It was not by chance that he arrived. But what I'm saying is Kevin Samuels was blessed with having worked so hard that he put himself in the position to where whenever everybody was on the internet because you could not go outside, that is when his channel really took off. There was a lot of content creators, man, that really came up over the past year, all because of the lockdown. And what I'm saying is the people who are winning are not the people who said, oh, look at what they're doing after the lockdown. It was the people who are wise enough to plant themselves there before the lockdown. So if this is happening now, you think it can't happen again? This is the reason why we stress the importance of being on the online marketplace. Like, what I'm telling y'all is you got to be able to see into the future and predict future challenges. So that way, when those challenges happen, you're already there. If the dollar collapses, I'm already there. I've already got my investments in money outside of fiat currency. If I see certain industries on the rise, I'm already there. So, for as an example, instead of me saying, "Oh man, you know what? It really sucks that gas stations are now charging people $8 for a gallon of gas." I'm not saying that, Yashala. You know what I'm saying? How can I start getting invested in some of these electric companies? Because society is going to force people to go electric. But the masses of the people, all they're going to say is, woe is me. I'm such a victim because my gasoline car don't roll no more. But if you would have just placed a minor investment where the market is going, you could have bought whatever car that you wanted. Okay. So shout out as well to all of the comments that we're getting real quick. Yasha Allah, look at what LA for Life said. Please, everyone, donate something tonight. Let's assist our success strategists and help him build so we can obtain the things that we need for our growth in success. Absolutely, man. I'm giving all of this content for y'all to help y'all win. I'm trying to show you how you can seize the moment. See, okay, the content that I've been giving to y'all, this opportunity may not be here like it is in the next 2 to 3 years. Your time is right now. So you got to soak up this game right now and do something about it. Because I promise you, wait 2 to 3 years, you're going to regret it. Look at how many of us regretted missing out on Bitcoin. Look at how many of us regretted the different opportunities that we could have had to really take off. But you snooze, you lose. She said, please, everyone donate something tonight. Let's assist our success strategists, help him build so we can obtain the things that we need for our growth as success. Let's be the change we want to see and help him help us. You see, that's why I'm pushing this Uzziah show harder, man, because I gotta continue to get the word out there so that way more people can know about this thing, man, and we can continue to support each other. You got anything lastly to say on this, Yasha Allah?
Everything you're saying is true. Just like the credit. I tell people, listen, government's going to take over. Wherever your middle score is, you're stuck. Look at Walmart. A lot of these stores now, no, you can't even take cash. They tell you quit.
Right.
You don't take no cash. Debit card or credit card. And a lot of people don't have like a debit card. They want a credit card. So you better listen to Brother Uzziah. Get right. Get your stuff right, or you're going to be on the side of the road doing this. I hate to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to laugh because I'm going to have fun with it because you warning. You've been warned. You've been warned. It's changing. Like, no cash? No cash. You can't even pay your bill. Everybody know you go pay your utility bill that says we don't take cash. You can't even get a money order. We take credit cards.
Absolutely. And you know one thing about this, Brother Yasha Allah, and I'm gonna save some of this game. I'm gonna save some of the game, man, because if our people, if we're not gonna support the movement, man, some of this stuff is gonna be Patreon. But I will just throw this out here at you to the brother's point. One of the most lucrative investments that's a wave right now are NFTs. Non-fungible tokens, and you cannot trade an NFT through cash. You've got to be on a blockchain market, but I'm not even gonna get into that. Yasha Allah. I'm not gonna get into that. Listen, man, if y'all not supporting, if y'all not donating, if y'all not liking, if y'all not sharing, you might have to miss the wave, man. Like you just said, Yasha Allah, it's not becoming cash. Cash is a thing of the past. And when we look at other types of things like NFTs and other things, they're not even taking money. You have to figure out how to get on other currencies just to get where the market is going.
You're correct. And like you said, I seen it a long time ago. I see it today. Like, if people can remember, years ago, they were saying we want to go to what? A cashless society.
Yes.
And it's coming true. They said years ago, cashless society. I see it like, whoa, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I got cash. I don't take no cash. You got a credit card? I'm like, man, because I don't carry my wallet with me all the time. I'm in a truck. You know, I just carry cash when I see. I'm like, I gotta go way back over there, get my doggone, my wallet, come back. If you want it, if you don't want it, that's what it is. I'm like, no cash. I mean, people know it's true. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming. You better be ready for it, man. Hey, whenever the shift happens, I want to be there for it. So thank you as always, my brother. It's so good to see you, man. And I really want to thank you for all of your support, sir. You know, with you being a consistent donor of this channel, it helps to actually pave the way for everybody else to tune in and receive this content. You know, if it wasn't for your donations, man, I might have let this thing go because it's not profitable for me. If nobody is donating, what's the point of me doing the show when I could be doing things like trading NFTs, or I could be investing in real estate? You know, I got a love for our community and I want to do all I can to support, but your support makes this all possible. So thank you so much. Really appreciate you, my brother. And for everybody that's tuning in, y'all really need to show Yasha Allah some love as well. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir.
All right, now. So y'all, I hope that y'all got something good tonight. The market is going places. Are you going to go with it, or will you be left behind? As always, tonight's show is sponsored by Webull, one of the fastest growing financial brokerage companies in the world. If you want to be on the cutting edge of where the market is going, get your 2 free stocks here, okay? Webull not only allows you to invest in stocks, It also allows you to invest in cryptocurrency. And thank you so much, my sister LA for life. Really appreciate it. I appreciate that. I love you, my sister. Really, really, really appreciate that support. You've been donating for 3 days straight, man. That's love right there. That I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That means a lot. And for those of you who are watching this broadcast after the live stream is over, you can still donate. All you need to do is click the links in the description below. Listen, y'all, this thing is going places. Cash App, the Uzziah Show. PayPal, the Uzziah Show. We're going all in on this show, but we cannot do without your support. So thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much to you, my sister. All right, y'all. Again, 2 free stocks. All you got to do, click the link below. I'm doing all I can to help you level up. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. If y'all want to get in on the crypto game, here's your chance, okay? As soon as you set up your account with Webull, you will then receive those 2 free stocks. Creative said, thanks for another great show. Thank you so much. As always, thank you to my sister Ariel, another top sponsor. Hey, Yasha Allah, Ariel, I know y'all be staying busy, but don't forget, I'm giving y'all, as well as LA for life, a free 1-hour private consultation with me. All I need is for y'all to send me an email and just schedule a day and time that works best for you, and I will make myself available. Thank you to y'all for pouring so much into me. I'm pouring back into y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all know the love is real, okay? So y'all, if you want to learn more about how you can make the most of this time during the Great Resignation, okay, I want you to check out my free book, okay? I'm over here tripping because LA for Life said, nah, don't give me nothing. I really appreciate that support. I really appreciate that support. You know, it's not every day where you see a lot of our people that's like, yo, you know, no, I don't want it for free. You know, I want to support the movement, but you know, I'm gonna give back to y'all. All right, I'm gonna give back to y'all the way that y'all give back to me, because that's love. And if y'all saw yesterday's show, it was a beautiful thing whenever we can give back to each other. For those of you guys that want to learn more about how you can level up during this time, please check out my free book, the How to Succeed Survival Guide, okay? How you can create an amazing life without living paycheck to paycheck. In this book, I'm showing you the steps I took to get out of debt, how I successfully transitioned out of my 9-to-5 job long before the Great Resignation, and how I was able to set up multiple streams of passive income, and how you could do the same. All you need to do is click the link to reserve your copy of the free book, and then it will be on your way. All right, y'all. Listen, if this is your first time joining, please make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that way you can receive an alert whenever I do another show. I do these shows 6 days a week, guys. I'm giving y'all my all. All I ask is for your support in return. The Uzziah Show streams almost every night at 7 p.m. Central Time. Okay, so I do these shows from Sunday all the way through Friday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure to mark your calendars. Make sure that you share this with a friend. Be your brother's keeper. If y'all got value from the broadcast tonight, then please make sure that you share these shows with a friend. All right, I love y'all. I'll see y'all on tomorrow night's show, Lord willing. Please don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know what y'all want me to talk about for future episodes, and I'll come up with content just for you. Keep pushing.